plugins and good programmer, it's possible to make that, but I haven't found anything yet for that. So, and for The Witcher, it was a big team to work on that. Yeah. And if you go for The Witcher 3, then you have a different level of AI in there as well, because they all have daily routines, and some of them change their location if you chase away a monster from their original town and stuff like that, and then they come back to that and resume their daily lives there, or in other places they are just hanging around, can't do anything because they don't have a home anymore.
On your desk, is that a drop box for the Royal Post?
Yes, I am the local Royal Postmaster. One of my many responsibilities.
Would you mind if I looked inside?
Absolutely no problem. Enjoy your reading.
So long.
Not sure if 10 would be enough, but thanks for the vote of confidence. Um, I'm not I'm not that good at programming to tackle something like AI. It's definitely not my thing. I'm more of a level designer and game designer and creating worlds and creating ideas for characters. That's my thing. And when I play games, I notice strange stuff like this candle in the corner there on the right side. It would start to burn down the house if it were real. So don't put a candle there. It's not the right place to go. This one could work, but this will burn the house down. Haven't played GTA 5, don't know. But I can imagine that there's a lot of stuff in there that needs to be programmed and stuff like that. So let's have a look what the report says. Yeah, that's not true. They're all on Laredo's payroll. It all goes through him. Oh, it does. It does. Even the first one looked good for the time and when it came out. This one looks really gorgeous, and the third one, the best I've seen in games so far. But I wanted to play the second one before playing the third one to get the whole story. Okay, what kind of quest we have now? Yeah. History, the characters and stuff like that, yes. I have a bit of a problem with Skyrim. That's the point is that the game is too it's kind of too big, and the problem is that you kind of lose track at some point. I'm not sure if it's the same with Witcher 3, if you also lose track, but from videos I've seen so far, I don't think so. I really like Skyrim. I played it. I never finished it because at some point I just gave up because the main story wasn't that gripping enough. Let's say it that way. So that fascinated me less than the side quests. And at some point the side quests were kind of over, and then the world felt kind of empty and without life. And with the Witcher games, I've seen so far that they try to put in more life into the small villages and people you meet along the road and stuff like that. Yeah, a lot of walking around. That's sure. But the same is for the Witcher 3. You have a huge map, and you walk around for hours and hours. But you encounter stuff on your way all over the place. Yeah. And for my game, I try to make at least the village feel like it's something where people live in and live their daily lives and stuff like that. But that's still a huge task ahead of me, so not sure if I managed all that, but that's kind of the plan for my game, to make it feel lived in the world, and the that the characters feel kind of realistic. Not real, but realistic, in the sense that you can understand that they act in the world. Stuff like that, but I'm far from that point at the moment. A long way to go still. And my world is a lot smaller. Um, it's a bit too brutal and vulgar in some cases for me, but I read most of the books and I have seen all the series so far, and I will continue watching it. But the problem is that a world like that is nothing I would want to create, because it's interesting. Missing faces on the roots here. Because the characters are just way too the characters are interesting, but the world is too brutal, too deadly for me to find it interesting enough to recreate, kind of. I don't have that much problem with that, but no, it's not. It's not the sex in any kind that's too much. It's kind of the display of the character and the sexuality in the world. That's what I don't like about it. Oh, there's a cave here. Nice lighting contrasts. I like that. Oh no, a lot of Neckar down here. Wow. Okay.